All right.
Hello everyone. My name is Cam, and I am the DM for this our little Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign. We're going to go sort of around the table, just for the players to let you know what characters they're playing. We are missing our warlock Andara tonight. She's under the weather. But we will start with Fergus.
Hi, I'm David. I'm playing Fergus, the tiefling archway warlock.
I am Haji. I'm playing Keaton the illusionist.
And I'm Ando. I'm playing Nightmare Dark.
And I am Derivative, playing Evie the Wizard. And during last week's session, we started where, upon entering the big top tent, Keaton headed backstage and the rest of the party took their seats in the audience. After some acts that were met with lukewarm reception, Keaton took the stage and wowed the audience with his lute, lyrics, and magical flair. He ended the performance spectacularly by levitating himself into the air. As the winner of the competition, Keaton was awarded a crate with 9 bottles of wine and an audience with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, the owners of the carnival. During his conversation with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, Keaton inquired if they knew who paid his entrance fee to the carnival, as well as the rest of the parties, and both claimed to know nothing of the matter. He also asked if they were aware of a kinku causing problems in the carnival, which they also denied. Sensing the end of the conversation coming, Keaton began dropping cryptic hints in an attempt to gauge the reaction. They denied any knowledge of Prismere and the Hourglass Coven. As he left the staff area, Keaton quickly ducked behind a corner and cast invisibility on himself so he could sneak back through the magical hedges undetected. Meanwhile, the rest of the party made their way toward Silversong Lake and the gondola swans. The party boarded their swan, Feathering, and set sail upon the lake. Not too far from shore was a small island with an oversized clam holding a large tank with a mermaid performing a song and dance routine inside. As the performance continued, a person on shore started heckling the mermaid. Nightmare and Andara recognized the voice as belonging to Kettlesteam, the kinku who had sabotaged a ride earlier in the night. After Kettlesteam told the mermaid that she would never marry, the mermaid jumped from her tank and into the lake, taking off down a river. Feathering dropped Nightmare and Evie off at the main shore while Fergus and Andara stayed on to follow the mermaid up the river. Fergus and Andara learned that from Feathering, that Candlefoot, a mime, attempted to propose to Palasha, the mermaid, in front of a large crowd, and the words simply left him. He hasn't spoken a single syllable since. After finding Palasha, they learned that Kettlesteam stole Candlefoot's voice and has been using it to heckle her. They promised to get Candlefoot's voice back from the kinku. Fergus departed to find the rest of the group while Andara stayed with Palasha and Feathering for some deep and meaningful relationship talk. Evie and Nightmare took off on the main shore looking for Kettlesteam, but by now, and the second bottle of wine, which was gifted by Keaton, Evie was unaware of what their goal was. As Nightmare led her in the direction of Kettlesteam, they eventually saw the kinku, headed for the snail races. Back in the staff area, Keaton overheard Mr. Witch and Mr. Light lament over the nuisance Kettlesteam had become. They seemed aware of her, contrary to what they had told Keaton earlier. As their conversation continued, they confirmed that they had a pact with the Hourglass Coven. Keaton got the impression that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are trying to increase people's happiness to achieve a mysterious goal. Mr. Light seemed at least a bit more interested in the genuine happiness of people, and the two then discussed an apparent incident involving the brother of an employee, Burley, that resulted in his death. They seemed to be hiding something from the employee. The two finished their conversation, and Keaton managed to slip back out of the staff area undetected. At the snail races, Evie and Nightmare boarded their snails just as the race began. Nightmare was focused on attempting to beat Kettlesteam, and Evie was fixated on winning the race. Unfortunately, Nightmare's use of magic while chasing Kettlesteam caught the attention of the ride attendants. Many riders were knocked from their snails in the ensuing chaos, and Nightmare was eventually able to catch up to Kettlesteam, but he was wrangled by the staff before achieving his goal. Evie won the race, still oblivious to their true purpose at the ride. Keaton and Fergus each arrived at the snail races at different points in the mayhem. And that is where we left off.
Those buttheads don't know who they're messing with.
Yes, that is basically where we left off. The three goblins who are like running the security gig here at the snail racing have encircled Nightmare, and they are starting to tie some rope around his ankles and around his wrist. So, I mean, they're kind of doing that, not focusing on you guys. Is there anything you want to do? Anything anyway? You want to interject there?
I did say at the very end of the session last week that I kicked one of them in the face and tried to escape. So could I attempt a athletics or dex check to try to get out of the grapple?
I'll say yeah. We can make a contest of athletics.
Heck yeah. I can't access my character sheet.
That is weird. Give me 1 sec. Take away the permissions. I'm going to give them back real quick. Very cool. You should be able to see it now.
See what? Sorry?
You should be able to see your character sheet now on the actor's
Oh,
tab.
right, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. No, pressing C, not coming up. Double clicking. Oh, the game is paused. Paused.
Oh, that's weird. I think for some reason.
I'll reset.
Yeah, please, because I don't see you like connected here.
Oh, it would have been because my internet went out, of course, so I need to
Probably.
reconnect to the game. That makes sense.
Now you're in. Now you're in.
Heck yeah.
I see you in now.
Won't be long. If anyone else wants to go while I'm reloading.
I'm gonna walk up and like try to get them to leave you alone, but like saying like, hey, he has a condition. I don't think he even meant to. When he gets too excited, he sometimes lets off a little magic.
Okay.
Not bad. 14.
14. Let me show you. They also rolled a 14.
Oh, heck yeah. Roller?
Yes. let's
Straight
roll
D20?
again. Yes.
Alright.
Straight D20.
Oh, just a 6 for me. Oh, and that's 20!
Nat 20 on my...
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. Just like try and kick them out. And just
Whatever.
pin you down even harder.
Yeah, whatever equivalent of a stun gun these guys have, they just deployed it.
And they look at you first, they're like pinning him down even like harder. Look at you and go, what is this? 6? You say, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check, please.
Okay.
Alright.
Heck yeah.
This one, the one up north, the three of them, seems to have a little bit more pull, a little more influence. And looks at you. What is this sickness? I've never heard of that.
Oh no, it's a weird magic thing.
know how like there's certain people born with just radiating magical energies? Like some people call them sorcerers. I think our friend here is trying to get the hang of his new magical abilities.
Like, see, kind of.
We had him even come here in the first place. It's been a handful all day, and we're sorry.
He just has to take some medicine. It's fine.
He looks at you, Nightmare, on the floor, and he goes, "Is that true?"
Nightmare is actually, would you like to roll something for them before I ruin it with what Nightmare says, or do you want me to just go for it?
I mean, I rolled like an insight check, so
Fair enough.
they are believing they're believing the faeries and they
Sure.
want to confirm the story with you and see what you have to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of, if you can see me, Nightmare, I'm gonna like pretty much like saying like just go with it.
I'm staring at a dagger.
Interesting. Okay. Let me just roll a quick perception check to see if I notice you. That's an 8 plus 4, 12. Not bad. He notices you doing it, but he doesn't react well, I don't think, or in the right way. Like he sees what you're doing, but he doesn't get why you're doing it. He's like, "What are you guys talking about? I'm not a sorcerer. Buttheads, get off me!"
This news was shocking to him too. So he's just not well adjusted.
The only condition I have, it's a condition of being annoyed by these buttheads.
We're trying to help you.
At this point, I think Evie will kind of stumble over after collecting her prize, and she's holding her head at this point, and she's just going to go, "No, seriously, look at him. I knew this guy as a kid, JJ. He was not like this. He definitely has a condition."
JJ thrashes around on the ground a little bit after hearing that name.
Quick question. Last session when I won the crate of wine, I think there's 9 bottles. I gave one to Evie. Keen's been drinking on one. Did anyone else take a bottle?
Not me.
Just say. Okay, so we'll just say there's still 7 bottles of wine left.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna pull out a bottle per
No more wine.
and offer it up as a peace offering. Listen, this was a big misunderstanding. I picked these up earlier today after performing in the Big Top, and how about we just bury the hatchet? We won't come back and mess up your snail races anymore.
I'll say since the 3 of you are pitching in on this story, go ahead and roll me a group check, a persuasion group check, please.
So each of us roll?
Yeah, so each of you
Okay.
roll, please.
Okay.
I mean, you got that from a 7. You got a 14 from a 7. I mean,
Yeah, not
don't do this.
Hey, Keaton's very persuasive.
Evie's drunk, and Fergus.
17, that's 22. Okay,
Average, like
7. Which is like 7 something.
I could also throw in something to help.
I'll say you're not being helpful with their story.
Absolutely. I was going to do something else with my action.
Okay.
I could cast the command spell and tell the guy to listen to them.
Okay, go. Which one?
To the main guy, the guy you pointed out earlier.
Oh, okay.
can I And totally feel free to say no here. Can I attempt to see what he's planning and doing? And use a bardic inspiration to impose a negative d6 to hit save.
Heck yeah.
I'll allow it. Yeah, go ahead and just spend your use of bardic inspiration and nightmare. If you you have access to your sheet now, so you can cast it.
I do. I of course have to cast spells.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
And it's just so I can have the
Of course.
the DC there. Okay, this guy -1. This.
Heck yeah. -1.
There we go.
You guys are so persuasive.
What was your command exactly?
Listen to them. So like, if he hypothetically was subconsciously like, I'm not going to listen to these guys, like they don't know what they're talking about. Now he is actually listening to their persuasion.
Okay.
Just trying to give him disadvantage on something, or give the guys advantage on something. I don't know.
Yeah, disadvantage on their inside check. Just gonna take out a quick picture of this.
It's gonna be like 220s.
I think that has just happened to me once, and it was super weird and confusing. Because I usually don't have good luck with dice, which is good for me as a DM, to be honest. Yeah. That's a 3.
Heck yeah.
And
So we go. It's over.
he looks at both goblins and just nods at them and gives them like this intent look. All right, guys. We'll let them go. We don't want to go cause bad publicity like we treat fake people badly or something like that. And they just turn to you, Keaton, with their robes that they have that they had a nightmare, and they start actually throwing them around your ankles, and he goes, but you ain't got an excuse, really. I mean, you did make that guy fall asleep.
Well, that's because we were tasked by other employees here to apprehend him. He stole, the sad guy that's been standing outside the hall.
Candlewick.
Candlewick, he hasn't been able to talk. This guy stole his voice, so we were actually tasked to go get him and make things a little better.
All right, give me 1 sec. And he kind of whispers something in a... Do any of you speak Goblin?
Oh. No.
Nope.
Why do I always pick Primordial? Never come up.
So it's just some gibberish, just like and this guy leaves and goes, I'm going to just wait a few minutes here, if that's alright with you.
Are all three of them, or the two that are remaining, are the two that remain, both of them, are they both holding ropes? Fuck, I can't talk today, excuse me.
This guy is holding a rope. This
Okay.
guy isn't.
Nightmare's gonna walk up to the guy holding the rope and try to disarm him of the rope, and basically throw it into the river.
Nightmare? Calm down.
He doesn't attack the dude, but he absolutely grabs the rope or attempts to grab the rope from his hand and storm off towards the river.
Okay. go ahead and roll me an athletics check,
Heck
please.
yeah. Why should I calm down? These bedheads are bullying us.
They're doing their job.
We're like fighting with mall cops right now, aren't we?
Can I
Absolutely.
just
Which is
go in and
Nightmare's
try
whole
to
thing.
What?
pretty much restrain Nightmare of like trying to calm him down?
Goblin got a nat
yeah.
20? Yeah.
It's cracked right now.
Wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually,
Hold on to it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
use
just-
calm emotion. I'm gonna cast calm emotions on Nightmare.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
I think that affects everybody.
I think that's an AoE if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
well.
Good idea.
We're all gonna get Zen.
Actually, I'm gonna use a charm person.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, Nightmare, go ahead and roll wisdom saving throw DC 13.
Oh, 18, baby.
God,
No, Fergus, come on. This guy's being a butthead. He's trying to tie you up. Oh, wait, he's trying to tie Keaton up. Wait, which one was he trying to tie up? I can't remember now. Yeah, he's trying to tie Keaton up. And he's trying to tie me up. We're just trying to help the mermaid out, and these guys are getting in the way. Like, nobody's even trying to
we don't want
stop
to get-
the Aarakocra. Look, they're sneaking away.
I just turn and look at Kettle Steam, who's just fast asleep.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, Kettle's doing the
Oh, I
late.
forgot about that. I can't sleep on them.
Nightmare.
Heck yeah.
Which, I mean,
Look at
That-
Kettle Steam.
He's trying to get away.
A minute.
She's asleep.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
she's asleep, but it lasts a minute, so you gather keys on that. It's running out right now.
I
Hey, can
feel
we
like
borrow this rope real
while-
quick?
While I was talking, I was maybe tying him up with some
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
like around his ankles and arms behind the back kind of deal.
This was my fault. I started saying he. Kettle Steam's a she. That was my name.
Yeah.
She's also been talking with the male's voice this entire game.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yes,
that's not my
actually-
fault.
that can throw you off in a minute. Can get confusing.
I'm gonna point out to this here, you guys. We can actually clear this thing up real quick with Keaton's whole deal. And I'm gonna go up and seeing that Kettle Steam is tied up, I'm gonna wake her up. Pretty much saying like, "Hey, wake up."
She kind of like opens her eyes and moves her feathers like somewhat. She's like almost. What happened here?
We just found. So, what was up with Palasha? Thought we had a deal.
What's up with Falasha?
You were heckling her.
Well, unleashing some mayhem, I guess. I'm sorry. You're not doing that.
Also, we found out you have Candlewick's voice.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
and I'm
bad.
good.
I mean, you didn't ask, really. So, I didn't think it was that important. Like,
It is.
Talk.
Yeah, well, you took it right when he was about to propose to his fiance. So,
Well,
And then you
I
went
didn't
to
know about
heckle
that.
her about that proposal.
with his own voice.
and
That isn't just mischief. That's kind of effed up.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I'm just. I need those guys to tell me what's going on.
We're trying.
Inside check. I don't believe this
Go ahead.
bird brain.
Go ahead and roll an inch.
You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I've heard crocodile tears and sorries like that from my own mouth. Oh, that's not one, baby. Nightmare's still wrestling with that goblin. The goblin has Nightmare in a headlock, giving him a noogie.
Right,
yeah.
Kettlesteam. We need you to give his voice back.
Alright. I'll give him his voice back. Hey, next time I see him, I'll give it.
No, now.
Can we
Yeah,
take
don't let
this?
him bullshit you.
Can we take this as a confession? By the way.
You see, at this moment the other goblin's coming back, and he's just like coming along with Candlefoot.
Candlefoot, yeah.
And yeah,
Oh, heck
I
yeah.
couldn't name them correctly. They just go. Like they start miming and they point at Kettlesteam very intently, like, and they point at like touch their neck and try to talk, and just point and keep on pointing.
Oh, look. Here's Candlefoot. I didn't give him his voice back now.
Yeah, you said next time you saw him.
Alright, I'm going to need you guys to kind of points to the rope that you tied him with. Putting this up, kind of do it like this.
You better not run away.
No worries, alright. And the goblins just go. Alright, we'll leave you now. I'll leave you alone. And the main one just kind of looks at you, Nightmare, and goes, I better not catch you using magic in any other attractions to win.
I better not catch you stopping me from helping the people of this
I'm just gonna
carnival.
put my hand on Nightmare's shoulder, like, just shut up.
Have you stood up, Nightmare, since they
Oh,
get
yeah,
to the
sure.
ground and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
The guy like shoulder butts you, which kind of like hits you like around the waist or something, and it keeps going, move past you. They start climbing up the tree.
Nightmare will wait until he's just out of range, and then he'll kick at him.
Okay.
Get out of
He
here!
doesn't notice, just goes up the tree and starts.
That's right, walk away.
Okay. You see, Kettlesteam's carrying like this little pouch to their side, and they pull out this doll, like fun husk doll. Not sure. We use those a lot down here sometimes. But let's see. Click image. There you go.
Like a little straw
One
voodoo doll or
approach.
something?
Yeah, Yeah, I just posted it on NPC. Yeah. It's just like the peel of corn, and you see that it has like a thorny stem tied around the neck. And Kelly just looks up, and kind of goes, "I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. Yeah, I was an ass. I'm sorry." And he just like unties it and just like throws it around, and he even gives candle to the doll.
So there's like magic, like radiating from this little thing.
Not
Or is it like a
really, not
focus?
that you can. Yeah, I think sort of like a voodoo doll, some magic that you can use.
Cool.
And the sleepy thing, and food looks at you guys. Oh, I can talk again. Oh my. Oh, thank you all. Okay, I thought I was never getting these back. Oh shit, I have to go talk to my love right now. And she starts, have you guys met by any chance Palasha?
Yeah, we've met her. Actually, our friend Gandara is with her right now, over on the riverbank.
All right. I owe you one. Thank you very much. I just didn't have to run. And he just starts like booking it towards like around the edge of the river.
As he leaves, Nightmare says under his breath to the rest of you, I don't know about you guys, but I think he's a bit of a shit mime if he talks that much.
I just gotta kind of shake my head a little bit, like.
Are we following them? Or are we going to leave that for Angara to deal with next week?
I don't know if I feel comfortable crashing that sort of intimate setting. That well.
Fair enough.
I do want to figure out this Kettle Steam's deal.
Mm-hmm. Good thing they can talk now.
Yeah, what does she sound like now? Is it just like a typical Kinku fragmented sort of sounds?
Yeah, you guys recognize some of your voices in the mix there. Like some taken words like what and other things. Just
Butthead.
Yeah, just words to have like phrases make sense and whatnot. I am sorry.
Very cool.
I didn't know. I think I just enjoy some mischief every now and then. So, what did you guys want to do? Do you guys want to go after Candle? That's alright. Backtrack that thing a little bit next week.
Yeah, I would wait until next week for that one. Just to.
Okay.
So Nightmare doesn't carry the way, but Ando wants to take Kettle Steam to the bosses, or at least wants Keaton to take Kettle Steam to the bosses.
Yeah, and speaking of the bosses, I heard a little bit of info from them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I'll go into everything I saw or heard about. I brought up
What is this? Yeah, wait, hold on. I'll let you finish. And then, have I heard of the Hourglass Coven?
I think we had settled that point with a history check. And I remember, or was it you, Evie?
Evie, at the very least, had heard of them before, and she did relay that to the group that they were not a force to be trifled with, but that was kind of all she really knew, you know. Bad news.
That they were like a group of hags.
Yes.
That hags shouldn't be messed with.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a history check. Yeah, I think that would be.
Okay.
Oh, heck
natural 20.
yeah! Finally, getting some back.
See what you know about the Hourglass Coven.
Everything.
So yeah, with that 20, you know that they are a group of 3 hacks. And each one of them is bound. Well, kind of represent an aspect of time. There's one that reflects the past, another reflects the present, and another one reflects the future. Let's see. They are very manipulative people, and they are, yeah, as Evie said, they're not to be messed around with.
Isn't that the witches?
They can be. They're hags. All hags kind of do. A lot of hags do that of making deals.
Why have I
Making
never
them
heard
end
of
up-
this before? I could have made so many wishes.
You don't want to do that, Nightmare. Most people who end up making deals with hags,
I'll give you.
they usually end up in a bad way. I knew a guy who,
Go ahead.
No,
I
guy,
knew a
who what? Who what?
he made a deal with a hag. Then, basically the deal was he had to keep care of this, doll. Like, she didn't say what would happen if it, like,
Doll.
if the doll died or something, like, it was some weird machine thing that if it, what she called a battery went out, it would be game over, pretty much, for him. He, didn't really pay much attention to it, and then once the doll machine died, pretty much, he exploded.
I took that class in high school. Maybe.
Yeah,
So
I saw
when
him
the doll
explode
dies, you die in real life?
in front of me. Yep, he exploded. It took a while to clean the stuff out.
I mean, I could look after a dumb doll for a while.
Not all deals are like that. Some are a little bit more, obscure. They might take your voice. They might do something.
So what do you think what do you think the bosses will give us for this one?
I have no idea.
Kelsey?
Yeah.
I overheard them saying that she's been causing a lot of trouble. I don't think they know that I know that, if that makes sense. I didn't directly ask them much about Cuddle's team. It was more about Vilna, it's me, or if they knew who got us our tickets. They played dumb on everything. So I feel they are holding something back, which is why I stuck around in the first place.
Maybe if we bring Cuddlestein to them, we'll get them to trust us, and we can find out what's happening.
They did say
fool them into telling us everything they know.
they did say the more joy we bring to the carnival, the better chances we have at getting an audience with them, which is, I think, why I got an audience in the first place. I think this place feeds on positive energy or something like that. They can like physically measure it. So
Makes sense.
maybe it's worth taking the Pinku straight to their tent and be like, hey, this guy was causing mischief. What do you want to do?
How does Kettle Steam respond to that suggestion? Could I attempt another insight check? Has it been long enough?
Yeah, go ahead and insight check. The Kettle Steam just. I'll wait for the roll.
Much better, 17. Do they seem like they're really, really against the idea of going to the bosses? Or are they kind of accepting of their fate?
Oh, sorry, I muted that. Well, I don't think that they will be straightforward with you. Just because you bring me with you, they've been avoiding me. Why would they do anything different with you? You were saying that they were playing around with your questions. Look at you, Keaton. I don't think.
Well,
You're...
the key difference is that we've been helping them solve problems instead of causing them problems. Maybe they'll trust us.
Oh, you could be right, but maybe they would be selling me out for nothing. At this point, 99. The first one to notice this. You see Burley, the big old bug.
Pumpkinhead?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're coming like from behind the tree around here, and looks at you, Keaton and Goose. Like takes off the jack-o'-lantern real quick. Can you please take in private for a moment? I think I've got a favor to ask. I've been trying to find all of you, but you've been moving all around. And hard to pinpoint you.
You kind of disappeared earlier.
I imagine it's even better because I look like Fergus. How'd you know it was me?
He has a pumpkin of trucing.
Yeah, what do you need, Burley?
So, how about we get a little closer to the river? Just to avoid anyone just eavesdropping any herbs.
Do you mind if I drag our new friend along with us? Gesture to the hog tie.
Sure. Maybe she'll be useful. And he's like starts getting a little bit closer to the river. He just kind of sits down, looking at the water just flow. Do all of you follow, guys?
Oh, I thought you wanted privacy.
He just talks about to everyone pretty much.
Oh yeah, I follow them.
Yeah, they address the whole group.
So during the past conversation, starting when Keaton started relaying his conversation with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, Evie had just laid down on the ground, flat on her back, and just like put a hand on her face. And then now that Burley, like, she hears everyone moving, and she's just going to kind of groan and sit up, and then start walking and slowly follow them back.
Nightmare's going to stay with Kettle Steam.
Okay. So you stay right there with Kettle Steam. It's first your side. And so yes, you do follow. Around here. So he kind of pushes down a little bit and gets you to be a little bit closer. Things have been happening at the carnival for a while. People and things have been going missing. My bosses, I know. I'm sure they know more than they're telling, but I think their hands are tied somehow. And I looked at you, and you're the first one I've met who might be able to set things right. I saw you sneaking out on behind the wagon, and you might have got something. They're good guys, but still need leverage to make them spill the beans. My little brother, Harley, he disappeared a while back, and no one's heard of him. I'm worried. I don't think they're dead, but I would just like to know what happened to them. Well, you guys are a capable bunch, and let's see. You know, your other friend, the one, the other girl. You might be able to. Well, twist the wrist a little bit. Maybe you guys can arrange to pickpocket Mr. Witchlight Watch. They'll talk if you can get it. The carnival can't stay on schedule if he doesn't have it. Everything will just become chaos, really. I don't know if you guys would be interested in any of that.
How did we get the watch, though? Like, he keeps it on his person.
And looks at you and... Well... none of you, like... killed the... pistols with their hands... stealthy...
I could be stealthy-ish. I wouldn't say thief.
It's attached to his waistcoat bag chain, so then it kind of pulls out this, like, couple of, something to cast, a couple of impressions. You know, in case you didn't have anything, you could use this, to be super useful. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we'll try and figure figure out what happened. Burley, don't worry. And we'll find a way to get that watch and convince Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to spill the beans.
Yeah. Well, maybe during the coronation you'll be able to do it. Probably be distracted. They give the crown to whoever wins. So maybe during that time, you can get close. I don't know really.
This is Ando thinking out loud. If he's a backstage hand, we could potentially set up a moment with him where he might be able to like shut off all the lights or something.
Yeah, you're not there, so wait up until...
Yeah, Nightmare isn't there. I'm just putting it out there. Like it's. I'm not saying this in character.
Yeah, of course. Well, I don't know, just I hope you say yes. It's kind of like delivers you the tool to cut because I have to go back to the start area. So they'll realize I'm gone and maybe they'll suspect or something.
Alright. See ya.
Yes, Fergus, I think you were going to say something.
I was saying like, well, see ya. Don't worry, we'll find out what's happening.
Okay, so you guys are left alone. What do you want to do? In the meantime, I'm gonna close my window.
I'd like to have a conversation with Kettlestein. Oh, excuse me.
All right. So, what did you tell her?
Who would you like a conversation with?
Kettlestein.
Okay.
Is everyone else good?
Yeah.
Cool. So it's Kettlestein. I imagine Kettlestein's kind of sitting there feeling a bit dejected, you know, like their fun is over. And Nightmare sits down, kind of puffing next to them, with the same kind of body language, as if they're feeling bad about themselves. And he says, "I don't get it. I was just trying to help, and they were treating me like the bad guy. Like they were trying to tie me up and kick me out. Like, why is everyone treating me like the bad guy?"
Kettlestein just, well, I'm not one to talk. They just kind of point at the no magic like post around. But I get it. Breaking the rules can be fun sometimes. You just have to be really careful, man. If they catch you, well, you can't get robbed. Like it just happened.
Totally.
Breaking the rules is only bad if they catch you, really. I think you have to get better at hiding that.
Nightmare nods along with that, as if he deeply understands. and he says, I get that. And he's kind of feeling a moment of empathy with this person. And he says, I tell you what, the others wouldn't know good humor if it slapped them in the face, but I thought some of your heckles were pretty funny. Especially that one about her scales being all moldy. That was hilarious.
They look confused for a second and go, well, I can get pretty mean.
So, what's your deal anyway? You got something against this place?
No, I told you guys. Trying to find information about Sibylna.
Yeah, but like, why? Who's Sybil to you anyway?
Well, she's in a way she's my mother.
Oh.
She's the one that's given me abilities, purpose. You see, like, all sorts of like voices, George mixed in there.
Mm.
She's my patron, and I haven't heard from her in about a year.
Mm.
Well,
Nightmare
good.
again nods his head and says, dude, I lost my mum too when I was a little kid. Man, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Wow, this is
I'm sorry. And you hear with this sort of like gentle motherly voice goes, "Are you okay? You want to talk about that?"
Nightmare tries really hard not to cry. Can I roll a con save to see if I am successful or not?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
Heck yeah. He breaks out into tears. Not sobs, but he starts crying visibly. And he says, oh, no, it's fine. I'm fine.
They just kind of pat you on the back and they go, "You're not
I'm over
fine." Oh, you're so not over it, but it gets better. Now it's only been a year for me. And well, I did lose my real mother when I was a little kid. She didn't even teach me how to fly. So I know what you're going through. No worries, and they just like cheer up a little bit along with you.
I think Nightmare just wants to, like, Ando would like this character to be shown a little empathy, and I think the only person who's capable of that right now is the only other drop kick in the carnival. So we don't need to keep going with the roleplay of it, but suffice it to say, until the others get back, Nightmare is just going to be a bit like buddy with this person and genuinely try to have a conversation with them about things that he likes. Maybe he hears a voice that's like deep and he's like, oh, you should use that voice for thrash metal. Like, you would be really good at, like, you know, that kind of thing.
Seems
And
like
you go,
making a weird noise.
yeah, I think it's coming from Fergus, but I don't know. Like,
my dog is sleeping.
oh, that's it.
I was going to say it's like cat snores.
Yeah, I knew it may have been from an animal, but I wasn't sure if it was coming from around here or somewhere on other person's mic. Kettlestein, actually just kind of asked you, follow up a little bit on your mom, like the night. When did she pass, and what did you enjoy the most with her?
I think he answers questions like that, but they kind of make him uncomfortable because they make him feel vulnerable. But as soon as he kind of picks up on the idea that Sibylna is his stepmom, that's when he'll talk about his favorite subject, how much he hates his stepmom. So he'll basically transition from a quiet conversation about losing their parents to a louder conversation about how much his stepmom tries to control him and how much he hates it. And yeah, she's a nightmare, but she's actually a lovely woman.
Okay. They just, yeah, I get it, huh? My dad also got this bitch who's trying to bake my mom's pies, and she found her recipes lying around and trying to copy them, and well, I just
Could she?
yeah, I
Your
had to
mom's
leave
sacred
her.
recipes.
That's when Sibylna found me, and well, that's why I'm grateful to her, really.
Nightmare's going to keep that in mind. He has a more positive view on the Witchlight Covenant Sibylna than maybe anyone else.
So yeah, I'll say while you guys are talking about thrashing your respective stepmothers.
Sure.
Well, before we leave, do you guys chat here, or do you just go back to Kettlestein and Nightmare?
I'm gonna walk back to them.
Alright.
As we get closer, you hear Nightmare say, "You hungry? You want to go get some food?" And they start walking off.
Nightmare, where are you going?
What? Huh? Nowhere. We're staying here. I said I would stay here.
Can I roll an insights check on him? Because
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll a deception check.
He was bullshitting. He was literally walking away. He's 10 meters away from where he was supposed to be. We were just gonna go get some food. No big deal. Like, I heard the Pixie Kingdom has these, has the world's tiniest sliders.
we're supposed to be bringing Kettlestein to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Try and get them to tell us about Sibylna.
Oh, come on! Evie! Just one more, just one quick bite to eat.
Stop yelling, please.
Oh, sorry, Fergus. My apologies. Come on, Fergus. Just one more bite to eat.
Okay, fine, but I'll go with you because I don't want Kettlestein running away.
Yes. Nightmare high fives Kettlestein.
Kettlestein goes, are we still on that? Are you sure you guys want to follow that path? Maybe change your mind?
Kettlestein,
I'll behave.
you did almost injure a man at...
You said that earlier, and within hours we found you.
Guys, give them a break, alright? They're pretty cool if you get to know them.
Look, if you guys promise me you'll help me find out what's going on with Sibylna.
Yeah.
I'll lay off. I'll go have some food over at a feasting orchard or something like that.
Guys, you don't understand. This
What if
kangaroo's
we
in
told
pain.
you turning you in is the best way for us to help you out?
You know, well,
Then what are they gonna do? Kick you out of the carnival?
yeah, probably. I can go along with that if you guys promise to help me out if they're like real bad people and wanna do something.
If they end up being
God.
evil, we'll take care of it.
I thought you guys were supposed to be spreading joy around this carnival, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
away.
We're spreading joy by taking away negativity.
Yeah, but you're putting negativity on Kettlestein. KS.
How come you're all of a sudden so buddy with Cuddlestein?
Let's review Kettle.
JJ, why is your makeup smeared?
Evie! Let it go. It's always smeared. That's how I like it.
It did not look like that 10 minutes ago. I may be coming down off a pretty nasty drunk, but I still know that your makeup has not looked like that all night.
Yeah.
You've got
You okay? You okay, Nightmare?
I'm fine. I just need a bathroom.
Okay. Try not to make people go to sleep again.
That was Keaton, by the way.
Okay. So yeah, I want to go check out the Pixie Kingdom
Okay.
with
okay.
Kettlestein. And Keaton.
I'll go with them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Good.
I'm sure my friend here, Kilfarron, will appreciate the Pixie Kingdom. And I bring Kilfarron out. My bright familiar.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
They're going to be the same size as you.
Okay. So you guys start heading to the Pixie Kingdom. It looks sort of like the staff area, but in a much smaller scale. It's just like a miniaturized fairground. And you see, like over here to the side here, let me actually ping it, not just like for your screen mouse. You see there's this like tiny Ferris wheel, and there's a hamster running inside it, and it's kind of making it go.
That's very cute.
Yeah, there's like candy stalls and like places to get some food. And you see there's a pixie just sitting cross-legged in the. There seems to be a hollow on a tree, like around here, close to Fergus. Yeah, and they just like fly down to where you guys are, making this very nice bow. And you go, it's Jeremy Plum, and well, I see you guys have good taste since you're coming to the best attraction in the whole carnival. Each entry costs 1 ticket punch, of course. So if I could have your tickets.
Okay. What about my friend Kilfarron here?
No. Well, if they're with you, it's either tied to you. So that and the fact that he at one point may have been one of us, give him a free pass.
Yeah. I haven't really come up with the background for Kilfarron yet. I guess he is just kind of like a friend of mine, so I'll come up with that.
No worries.
Nightmare has no punches left, so he's going to try to sneak in. However, you get in.
If Evie can perceive this, which is a pretty big if because she's not good at that, but if she sees Nightmare doing a shitty job of trying to sneak in, then she's gonna say, "Nah, I got the goth kid too." And
I think you
while
would.
she's like holding out her punch card.
I think you would because he would be trying to sneak in by literally like standing into the circle of tiny wagons, and like when he's not drinking, like he puts his hand towards it and like, you know, it's not working. I don't get it. How do we get in?
And yeah, the pixie goes, well, I need to punch your ticket first, but thankfully your friend has helped you out with that one. And so
I don't want your pity.
Go ahead. According to my map, Ethan has 1 punch left. And Darrow has like 4 left. Fergus has 2. Nightmare has 1 because you didn't want to, and Evie kind of used the punch for you.
I used my last 2 in the last session, so I'm out.
Oh, okay. And Evie is also out of punches right now then.
I thought, and I could have made a mistake keeping track. I thought I had 1 more left after this, but I could have made a mistake.
I think what you might have done is you marked both of us off for the snail race, but I specifically roleplayed that I used my last 2 punches for both of us. So therefore, Nightmare would have 0 and Evie would have 1.
Oh, okay. I think I didn't quite catch that, to be honest.
All good. We caught it now.
So let's see. Then Evie would have 1 left, and yeah, there you go.
Heck yeah.
Okay. And Nightmare would be out of punches.
Except the ones with my fists.
So, he goes, well, before you enter, this is in no way necessary, but we appreciate it if our guests, well, they adopt speaking name, participate in the festivities. And they just give up like examples, like some people like mountain tree, pepper, midnight, cookie, cotton candy, toad hop, panache, so all sorts of skill names, lightning, whatever it be a little bit. Would you care to join us in a little tradition?
So, what do you want to give us to give ourselves nicknames?
That's pretty much it.
That sounds dumb. Why would we give ourselves a dumb nickname?
How's Starlight?
Well, is that your name? Your real name?
No.
Go ahead and roll a detection check.
I mean, that's true.
Okay. Well, technically, yeah, it's true. It's not your original name.
18.
Yeah. Go. That's a nice one. Fun.
Thanks.
So, we just kind of look a little sort of grumpy. And he goes, huh, I guess no one else is doing it. They don't even open their mouth.
I'm going into the Pixie Kingdom.
Okay. And no, they're just asking if you want to use like a pixie name, sort of like a nickname.
Sure. Hold on. Thinking.
Nightmare goes, I already have the greatest name of all, Nightmare Darkkiller, Devourer of Light.
Goes, well, that sounds a little bit, just a tiny little bit overkill. Everything here is about joy.
My lord Asmodeus would overkill you for that.
Don't mind him. He's an idiot.
He actually
How about
is.
Mossy?
Mossy sounds really nice. And they just go, look at you, Nightmare. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, it's fine, really. No worries.
You can call me Bubblegum, Evie says, and then just kind of like looks away.
They just laugh a little bit.
Hey, don't laugh at her.
That's a nice one. Huh. We've never had a bubblegum in here.
It's the
Evie
best
just kind
flavor.
of flushes a little bit.
So, well, let's just come on in. And they kind of sprinkle some pixie dust over you. So you start, like, if you want to fly, you can fly while you're within the confines of the Pixie Kingdom. And they also hand you this little tiny potion. And they just go, well, yes, and they sprinkle the pixie dust for you to move around our attraction. And peace, and they hand the potion. It's for you to fit in our attraction. You will become teeny tiny.
Nightmare takes a shot without thinking.
Okay. Let me just shrink your tokens. Yeah, that's good enough. Zero point 0.2, and for Nightmare 0.2. So, as you guys, you well, you realize, like, it just takes like a second or so, but everything just looks huge right now. The trees and the people, like, walking around the carnival, they just it's kind of unsettling. I don't think any of you have ever been this size, probably. But also, your range of the range of your hearing, becomes lessons, let's see. And you stop hearing a lot of the music, you stop hearing a lot of the laughter. And it's a pretty peace oasis compared to the rest of this really bustling and moved carnival. The air is filled with the smell of like blackberry wine, and just you're kind of closer to flowers now, so their smell is considerably more intense. And you you see there's 8 like brightly painted doorways at the bases of the like surrounding trees around you guys. And you see there's like some other pixies flying around here. They're like going in and out of the little stalls, and they're like offering some food. It's sort of like a little carnival within the carnival.
There's a tiny sapling walking around with a tiny mite on its shoulder, giving out little things from its branches. Like, is it just like the big carnival, only tiny, or that'd be very funny if there was a tiny pixie Mr. Witch and Mr. Light who were like arguing in the staff area. That'd be very good.
Good. When you after not very apparent at the very beginning, but after a bit you catch like this thin little pixie with this like diamond pattern suit right next to the other one that looks grumpier. And yeah, actually, after do you guys are you guys interested in anything in particular in here? There's a wheel, there's like some food.
I'm gonna try and find the world's tiniest sliders that Nightmare mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah, they're close to the wheel, like a little bit north.
Heck yeah.
Just small park around there. Most of there's a couple of pixies who like just slide, and then at the very end, instead of like hitting the ground, they just kind of flutter their wings and start flying away.
As soon as Nightmare takes a bite into the world's tiniest slider, he closes his eyes without meaning to. He like you know what I mean, and then he starts floating without thinking about it, because I don't know if he's smart enough to choose to fly. So I like to imagine that he just did it by accident, by having a moment of absolute bliss. And then as soon as he realizes he's floating, he never wants to come back down. This is the best. Okay.
Ethan and Evie, you guys doing anything?
You might have been muted there, Keaton. I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I don't. Probably just float around for a bit.
Okay, no worries.
Evie, do you see me flying? Evie!
That's great, JJ. Evie is actually seems fairly comfortable flying. She seems fairly accustomed to it, and after a little while, she's just going to, in midair, like lay on her back and close her eyes and enjoy the silence, and almost just like try to create her own little like lazy river through the air, and just kind of calm herself and do some deep breathing. And
I'm gonna start flying, and I'm gonna kind of turn to Kilfair and like. I'm gonna kind of turn to Kilfair and like, so this is how it feels like to be you, isn't it?
No, we're not on a carnival all the time.
True.
Other things I do when I'm not around, but this is what it looks like. Pretty huge. Oh, something huge. I mean, I guess it's always been like that. Huh?
True. This isn't really the. This isn't. Yeah, true. This isn't as I guess as stressful as the Feywild, where we were before.
Oh no, not a chance. And I mean, well, being a scout for Fanash was a demanding job. Let me tell you. I enjoyed it. But it could be much more dangerous than, well, it kind of points at the other pixies there. They're like riding on the Ferris wheel. I think I've never done that. No, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that one. Doesn't make sense because I can fly.
Yeah.
They seem to like it.
Yeah, go on, man. Have fun.
And yeah, they just kind of go to the Ferris wheel. After like a couple of minutes, you see the two guys, the ones that are dressed as Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, they like get a little bit closer, and there's a few people around here that are also enjoying the Pixie Kingdom, you know, other visitors, and they just kind of like start like clapping, trying to caught you guys' attention. They go, gather around, people. We would like to, as it's customary, invite you to play a nice game of hide and seek. And they like out of a pouch they pull out this another pouch that is filled with like pixie dust, and they go, the winner stands to win, well, this that might get you out of a pickle in a very tight moment. So, well, there's that. And they go, would like to well, play. Just show of hands, please. And you know, just a few people, you know, especially like kids, like raise their hands.
Nightmare pushes one of the kids' hands down and it's like, me.
Okay.
Another time to challenge Nightmare, I'm in.
I'll play too.
All right.
Guys!
while floating through the air on her back, Evie will just raise one hand up.
Nightmare feels less and less confident as more and more adults join the game.
These poor kids.
You see that the guy dressed as Mr. Light goes, well, I will be the one picking. so, and they just kind of fly away and go into this like tree, and you see the guy, like Mr. Witch essentially, kind of like gathers everyone around and goes, well, I don't know if you guys want to have a couple tips, you can have them biscuits, well, and points to the fair as well. You can go to the flower bed, which seems to be here, just like very colorful flower bed, like every conceivable flower is there. And you go, or well, you can go to the heron's nest, and like points to the other side of the tree, which is just like grass, and they just kind of fly away with what seems to be like a small pocket watch, just as Mr. Witch has, and they just whistle. Just didn't tell me anything, just in case they ask. See you guys, and just kind of goes back to where he came from.
So what do you need from us in terms of hide and seek mechanics?
I am going to need, well, first of all, where you plan to hide, and second of all, stealth check.
I'm gonna hide in the flower bed.
All right, flower bed for Fergus here.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna hide. So there's these covered wagons. Looks like her. I'm going to lay flat on my back amidst one of the patterns and cast disguise self to like colorize myself to be the same color as the pattern. Just gonna lay super.
Okay.
I like that.
Let's see you. Yeah, I'll say go ahead and roll your stealth check with advantage because of that.
Wow.
Not bad.
All right.
How big is the hamster compared to us now?
The hamster.
Like, would it be considered a large creature compared to us if we were medium?
Let's see. If you're medium, probably yeah. It's probably large, like double your size.
Heck yeah. I would like to hide in the rolls of the hamster, in the furry rolls of the hamster. I think Nightmare intentionally like flies behind it, but as it's kind of running around this thing, he kind of gets caught up in it for a second, kind of gets like tumbled up into its furry rolls.
Okay, that's fair. I like it.
I got an 18. That's what I'm going on for that anyway.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, I did see that. Okay. Let's see. So, missing Evie. Where are you hiding, girl?
So Evie will go to the nest that she heard mentioned, and then once she gets there, she's going to fly over and then sit down kind of cross-legged and then cast Minor Illusion to create an egg around herself, a normal size large egg, and then she's just going to chill and sit inside of it.
Such a good idea.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was curious if Minor Illusion would like shrink with us, or if it was like. So it's like, yeah, what if I just like?
It's a major illusion.
That would
like
be
make
massive.
myself a rock or something.
Well, I guess even if it did shrink, she could possibly make a small-sized egg still. I mean, it would still, because, yeah, if she's sitting down, it could still encompass her total size.
Fetal position in it. Yeah, no, for sure.
I know. I think you guys can still create like I think it's
Roll
5 feet illusions. Well, let's see. Well, before Mr. Light
Using an
starts
illusion to beat Keaton at his own game.
Damn you, Evie.
Just a little egg, baby bird.
I'm just like, don't.
Nightmare. As you like get on the flaps of the hamster, they just he goes, oh, that's a very good hiding spot. And he just kind of starts like talking about like, hey, how's the carnival going? What's like, how's everything going out there? And you see they're like super like moving the first wheel, like they're like running, but the first wheel's like moving slow, like a normal first wheel. So what can you tell me? Anything you want to tell me? What's been the most fun you've had there? What's been the worst thing? What's the weirdest thing that you saw out there?
Man, get out of here! I'm trying to hide.
Yeah, I know, but I just wanna talk to you a little bit. I'm just trying to make a little bit of conversation. That's it. Why you gotta be so rude?
It's fine. Whatever. Be much better if you weren't here. Why don't you make like a tree and get the hell out of here?
Go ahead and roll me. I'll say like intimidation or something like that.
Sure.
Please.
He says this while his head is sticking out of the furry rolls of a giant hamster. So I don't think he's very intimidating. Like he's trying to get a piece of fur out of his mouth and he just can't get it. Like he keeps reaching in and trying to take it off his tongue.
He goes, well, you don't have to be so rude. I mean, I'm
busy.
I'm letting you hide kind of inside me, I could just kick you out.
Oh, it's
like,
the hamster. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the hamster. He's the one that's into the talking.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes a lot more sense and also makes Nightmare look even dumber, which I love. And he sees I guess he gets caught. I like to imagine that he gets caught pretty early because he's arguing with this hamster, trying to get it to shut up. Just keep running. Just do your job.
Well, let's see. Before that,
Sure. Oh well, sorry, I didn't know if this was a round thing. I didn't realize,
yeah,
but
it's sort of like a round thing. But before you get caught, because of that one, Fergus, anyway, can move your token. That's fine. But yeah, you're like around here in this flower bed. And you see, like, as you get there, like several voices sort of like, oh, a visitor. And you see some flowers will seem to be like, quote unquote, sleeping, because it's kind of night and they've been quite open at this time of day. And they just kind of raise their heads up and go, oh, visitor. Maybe they'll be able to settle this. Maybe they'll be able to, oh yeah, maybe you can vote. They go on this like rant of like, you need to help us settle who has the silkiest petals and who has the finest aroma. We think each one of them start like making a case like why they smell the best, and the rose is like, well, I'm just a classic flower, everyone really likes roses. I mean, who doesn't like roses? They're just like psychos if they don't like roses, don't you think? And you see these really, I forget names in English for flowers. These go, Well, this this Daisy, it goes. It's okay, guys. You guys, I'm okay. I'm really not that good, so I don't think I should compete. And so they're just like they're feeling blue, and you can notice it under like hands and whatnot. Uh,
See that flower, the one that was feeling sad.
what did you say? What did you ask? Sorry, what did you say?
I'm gonna say that flower is the best, the one that was feeling sad.
Okay. So they go, okay, and all of them like just kind of shush. And let's say Evie, should like get the and you make the egg around yourself. This the heron who's in there goes, oh, hi, nice to meet you. My name's Beatrice. And you, whoa, that's awesome. Can you still hear me in there?
Yes.
Nice. What's your name?
Evie.
I am Beatrice.
Nice to meet you, Beatrice.
How you liking Carnival? You had some very nice weather. Sometimes we've had like rain come over, and that just kind of sucks. I don't know. How people are kind of like sad when it starts raining, and they don't really seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had any rain yet. It's been a pretty good night. I might have overdone it on the wine earlier, but things are starting to get back in shape. I'm actually trying to hide right now. I don't know if I've ever spoken to a bird before, so this is a very interesting conversation. But I kind of want to win some pixie dust right now.
Go ahead and roll me up a persuasion check.
Okay.
Alright, she goes, oh, okay. We can talk after hide and seek. I'm sorry, yeah. Should have been like, and she just like swallow air, and they just get quiet.
Evie will very briefly stick a thumbs up out from the illusion of the egg, and then put it back in.
Okay. So you hear Mr. Light just counts 98, 99, 100. Ready or not, here I come. And they just start like flying around. You know, they stand like around here, and like something I forgot to mention. Right in the like middle like of the kingdom, there's a sort of like a palace made entirely of like cocoon husks that are like beautifully woven together. It's like pixie size, of course, but it's like got like really like rounded corners, and it looks very magnificent there. And they just like fly over it, and they just start like moving their head like really fast. They just fly over to the wheel. And they like get closer to the hamster's flaps, and they just go, well, that was a very bad hiding spot. This kid is really talkative. Should not have done that, really. Sorry, you're out. And they just kind of claps. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna count again, so let's go ahead and hide. And we will take and yeah, we will go over it a few more rounds until there's the last one standing. Then one will get the pixie dust, but we're gonna
So
go ahead.
So who did they find? They found Nightmare?
Yeah, they found nightmare.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on the hamster's flat. So while seeing we started, so let's go ahead and take our break, and I'll meet you guys at like in 20 whatever time 20 is for you.
Okay.
While you guys are rolling that, you would hear Nightmare from a distance calling out, shut up, shut up, shut up! I'm gonna have the hamster dance stuck in my head all day now! Stop singing!
Nightmare knows a lot about modern pop culture.
I like to imagine that the introduction of magic into this world brought the hamster dance to it at some point. Through a portal, surely.
And we are back. So, as you get found out, Nightmare, Mr. the teeny tiny Mr. Light goes for everyone else to try and hide again. So, you guys want to change your hiding spots and roll me some stealth checks for me again? That would be nice. What do you say when they find you?
I think he calls for a redo. He probably says he wasn't ready. They didn't give him enough time. Things like that. But then while everyone kind of splits up and hides again, he's going to go talk to Kettle Steam very sneakily in the corner and hatch a plan.
Okay. I'll get back to you.
Please, I haven't thought of it yet, so...
Oh, okay, cool. So while we finish the stealth checks and the hierarchy, then I'll get back to you. I'm going to need stealth checks from Fergus, Evie, and Keaton.
Okay, cool. So we can just stay where we are.
Oh,
You can.
Well,
You can move if you want.
Okay. If Evie's still in the egg, does she still have advantage for her check?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Cool.
Yeah, I imagine Keaton having to spend a spell slot. Very particular coloration.
Ooh. Good thing Fergus got a nat 1.
I'd like to make a perception check to see if I can find Keaton. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check, sure. Yes, I'll say you take a moment.
Heck yeah. I'm not going to blow his cover. I'm not going to blow his cover. But I'm glad I know he's there.
What did you cast?
Disguise self. And I was essentially just turning my clothes and everything a very specific color and pattern.
Yeah, just to match the color and everything. I didn't quite hear you. What
Yeah,
you said you had cast. Okay. So, yeah, Fergus. Mr. Light is kind of 98, 100. For you know, here it comes. And he's gonna flies right next to you. And he you're kind of oblivious to his coming here, and he just kind of pats you on the shoulder and goes, "Oh hey, you're trying to hide. I don't think you were making much of an effort, were you?"
Apparently not. I'm just gonna fly down to the side.
Okay. I'll keep on going. So, everyone, you wanna hide again, or you wanna keep where you are? I'll find ya. And you're gonna do the same thing. So now, Keaton and Evie, please go ahead and roll some stealth checks if you want to stay in the same place.
Are there kids around that have been kicked out of the competition as well? Like, you know, just walking around and running around?
Yeah, I'll say that the kids were a little bit like too noisy.
So while he's counting this round, with Kettle Steam's help, I want to get the kids together for a game of tag. Pixie flying tag, obviously.
Okay.
And while we're playing tag and they're playing hide and seek, I'd like to send Kettle Steam to blow Keaton's cover so that Evie wins. Or at least give him disadvantage.
You bastard.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your stealth check with advantage, please, Keaton.
With disadvantage or disadvantage?
With advantage. With advantage.
So Evie noticed that part of her shoulder had been sticking out of the illusion for the last round, and she corrects herself and gets back in the center.
And started like snoring. Where is that?
Okay. So we need one quick sec. That's out. Okay. So yeah, Kettle Steam rolled a nat 20 on trying to find you. So she
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
finds
so
you.
we're going to make it look like it's a part of the game of tag, and it's just an accident, but we're absolutely doing it on purpose.
Okay. So Kettle Steam kind of pretends like she's going like chasing a couple of kids, and then she's like rushes into
Makes a big
the-
show of like tripping over this body on the floor.
into the salon. She's like trips and goes to the like falls face first, and like right.
Yes.
They were like the little meteor light was kind of flying around up like above the palace, and they see as she trips over you, Keaton, and you go, "Oh, well, I haven't seen you there. Hello, how you doing? I'm sorry. So, I think you came with another girl. I haven't been able to find her, but I need to, give her this. Come out, wherever you are."
Evie's going to drop the illusion and then turn to Beatrice and say, "I will be right back after I collect my prize. Thank you very much for your help." And then she will fly down to collect her prize.
Alright. Yeah, there you go. Very good at hiding with those solutions you got there. Okay, cool. And just kinda gives you the pixie dust pouch. I'm not sure if anyone has their pixie dust, but I saw that. I'm not sure if I give
I
you
have the pixie dust.
Okay, so yeah. You can sprinkle this dust on yourself for another creature. You can stay within 5 feet of you. You gain a flying speed of 30 and the ability to hover for 1 minute.
So cool.
Yeah, if you're airborne when the effect ends, you fall safely to the ground, taking no damage and landing on your feet. Not landing on or anything bad like that. Yeah, you go ahead and roll me an insight check, Ethan, please.
Gonna need to do better than that.
Yeah, I know. Honest mistake on Kettle Steam's part.
Yeah, oh man. Sorry, did we get in the middle of your game? Sorry, guys.
Hey guys, I met a really cool bird named Beatrice, and I promised I would come back and talk to her. If you guys want to come, it's a rare opportunity to talk to a bird. And then Evie will fly back.
I look at Kettle Steam, and I'm like, She's usually not like that, I swear. She's the nice one.
And Jason goes, it's okay. It's been nice. It's okay.
Let's go check out
is
this
anyone
bird.
Is anyone else going to talk to Beatrice?
Nightmare will fly up. Yeah.
9 noon. Okay. And you see Kelton goes, and you can hear this. Evie, yeah, it'd be nice to have the weird opportunity to talk to a bird.
Hearing that, Evie's just going to think to herself, like, fuck, damn it. And then just keep flying towards Beatrice.
I never thought of the implications of a Kenku recording your most racist, statements out of context and repeating them forever in your voice.
So Fergus, anything you want to do? But basically, just to give you guys a rundown of this, you have an hour of being tiny, unless you want to end it before. So it's up to you if you guys wanna spend the next hour or the next maybe 40 minutes or so talking to Beatrice or doing anything. You guys can get some candy, whatever you want. Just let me know.
Andy sounds great.
Okay. So they give you like, I don't know how to pronounce it.
No worries. You can put it in the chat if you want.
Look it up real quick. Okay, that's how I thought it was pronounced. They give you like cucamelon sandwiches, which are these like very teeny tiny like watermelons basically, and thimbleberry tart, and which it's just like this really nice red berry, really sweet, and just gonna go around and you pick some of those.
Great. That's great. That sounds like all the colors I eat. So yeah.
And as soon as Kettle's team and you join the chat with Beatrice, Beatrice just gets quiet and looks like twists her head and look at Kelvin. Well, you're the troublemaker King everyone's been looking for. Interesting. When are you making such a ruckus? Well, I think I just like to be a troll from now and then. It's okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just came here for the weird opportunity to talk to a bird. Says in Evie's voice. And Beatrice goes, well, aren't you a bird yourself, technically?
She's a Kenku, there's a difference. I mean, I wasn't trying to be offensive. I was trying to be respectful and not call. Never mind.
That's okay. No worries. I'm just teasing you.
You're hilarious, KS.
And they just they chat about the weather and how people feel when it's sunny, how people feel when it's storm, when it's drizzle, when it rains.
Like, what does it feel like to catch the wind under your wings and glide down? I've always wanted to fly. Like, when people ask me, like, what's your X-Men ability? Like, what's your mutant ability? Dude, flying. 100%. Oof. That'd be amazing.
full disclosure, full speed for me.
Heck yeah. I love that.
But yeah, I just like to be super fast. But going back to the game, they go, well, I'm not going to lie to you, God guy, but it's rad as hell. Flying, you can. You know, if someone comes at you with trying to like fight you, you just fly away. It's easy.
Nightmare really feels that. He really takes that statement in. Wow, that was deep for him.
You know, Nightmare, where I went to school, there were actually some mages that could cast a spell, and I've been turned into a bird a couple of times. I still was never able to speak to other birds, but
Wow.
I can't do that myself, but it's a spell that I've been working on for a long time, and I hope someday, who knows, I might be able to turn you into a bird.
I've seen it. I've seen that spell used before too in the Feywild.
Nightmare is taken aback at the kindness being displayed to him right now. He says, yeah, I don't know, that sounds pretty dumb, but maybe we could do that. Yeah, cool.
Cool. And then, yeah, Evie will just turn back and continue engaging with Beatrice.
And
should be...
Nightmare turns to Kettle Steam at the same moment and gone.
Oh, I was just, yeah, she just carries on the conversation. She's very polite. She's happy that Beatrice was quiet for her. And so she's going to just sit and talk for about as long as she can until she kind of gets the idea that her time might be running up. And then she'll say goodbye.
And Nightmare turns to Kettle Steam and is like, oh my god, did you see that? That was it. And they act like they're just like they're dudes talking about a girl like who's just talked to them for the first time.
Okay. Kelson goes, I mean, they're your friends.
What? No way.
That's how friends work, don't they?
No, I don't have friends. I walk alone in the eternal darkness of Asmodeus's gloom.
And you see how Kello's thing just rolls their eyes like after their forehead and just turn around and keep on talking to Beatrice. So, Ethan and Fergus, after the hide and seek, anything you want to do? Do you guys just want to let your time run out?
Right. I think we should bring Kettle Steam to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
Do we have to?
I don't think they're gonna keep her in a prison in Nightmare. I think they'll just throw her, like, say, get out of the carnival.
So fair.
What's your alternative, Nightmare? Just not?
Look, Chaos didn't mean anything by it. They were just having a bit of fun. Just joking around. They're done, like, you know. They know when they're beat. And he's basically talking, he's projecting onto Kettle Steam right now. This is like when he keeps getting accused of things, even if he's given up and he's not doing bad shit anymore. Yeah, it's like he's clearly projecting with the words he's saying, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Kettle Steam's actually given up, but he's like, yeah, they've given up. It's fine. They're fine.
Yeah, I promise, guys, I'm not going to make. And they just go, they're fine.
I love that.
I just think it'd be a good way to get in front of the bosses, and I know everyone here sure has questions for them and hasn't gotten a chance to talk. So
Yeah.
let's face it, we gave Kettle Steam a second chance, and what did they do? Not 2 hours later, started mocking a just lovely mermaid with the voice of their.
You barely gave them a chance to get used to not doing naughty shit. Like, give them a chance. One day.
You're right.
Give
Give them a third chance.
Nightmare is making excuses for this thing, but like, if the group goes along, then you know there's not much he can do about it. Especially if Evie agrees with the group, then he's more than likely to be like, look, we'll go see what they have to say. But if anything goes down, like, I've got KS's back, all right?
Yeah, I guess if this is kind of happening after Evie's finished her conversation with Beatrice and she's joined the group, then she would say, look, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I really have a vote. I don't necessarily want to turn Kettle Steam over to them, especially just because. But I also think that there are other people that want to talk to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light a lot more than I do, and I want to.
True. I have a few things to ask them.
Yeah, so I don't feel like I should really vote because you know, I don't have a compelling reason one way or the other. But if we're going to be talking about this, I would like to have a discussion as to whether or not we're really going to try to steal this pocket watch, assuming, you know, we're talking about this away from other people in the carnival. You know, she wouldn't be saying this right around Pixies, but she would kind of lower her voice and say that.
Anyone else?
I mean,
heck yeah, go.
I'm good to try and steal this watch. I mean, it's pretty eye-opening hearing what they were saying. You know, when they didn't know I was there, like something's going on. I don't necessarily place my trust in them, but
Maybe
something.
I know that this Kettle person has wronged people 3 times today.
You guys said we were turning KS in, not that we were stealing a pocket watch. That changes everything.
I think stealing the pocket watch should be a last resort.
I don't know if it should be a resort at all. I mean, as Keaton said, they're doing some shady stuff, and not just normal carnival shady, like some really shady stuff. And I really feel for Burley, but trying to steal from these people. Let's just say I had an experience as a kid, and they don't really like. I don't think that will end well for us.
It's not a good idea.
Again, yeah, this place is it may seem whimsical, but it is still affiliated with the Feywild. Even the most whimsical parts of it can be dangerous. So.
Yeah.
Kelsey just goes, well, you can always steal the vein as well. I think, you know, it's much leverage.
Guys.
So our options are turn the person we've caught or steal 2 things we don't know how to steal.
Or
yeah,
pretend we're turning the person in and use that as a distraction to steal the 2 things we don't know exist.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a vote to... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Ned.
Thank you. Ando has been wanting to bring something up, and I think I've figured out a way for Nightmare to do that without being smart. And he says, Keaton, how long are you going to keep looking like the carpet for? I'd like to bring up his illusion stuff and say, like if he can look like KS, if he can look like Kettle Steam going in with the rest of us, Like, they've already talked to Keaton. They don't need to talk to Keaton again. So Keaton could go in disguised as Kettlesteam with the rest of us, while Kettlesteam is actually using their abilities to steal the pocket watch for us. Right? And I'm happy to give him guidance and help and shit.
Yeah, Kettlesteam goes,
But Nightmare's like,
Well,
how long are you going to keep
right.
looking like the carpet for, Keaton? You look stupid.
Well,
What else can you look like?
I could. I don't think a disguise kit's gonna make me look like a kid Q. Yeah, I mean, I could disguise myself. Just stay quiet. I just
You don't have another illusionary disguise self? It was once a rest?
I do.
Oh,
I
cool.
do. I have one. That'd be my last spell slot.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if magic is going to work on these guys, though. I mean,
I'm sure they know a lot more about magic than any of us here.
at the very least, the barrier that you had, I mean, we had tons of enchantments at the school to make sure that you couldn't just carry in, you know, like certain rooms had protections around them. You couldn't walk in while you were invisible. I imagine that at a carnival like this, they probably have similar things in place, or I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I would just bring Kettlesteam to them. It's the easiest way. We'll get them a little bit more on our side.
Burley also suggested...
Like say,
oh,
hey.
Excuse me. Burley also suggested that we should try to get the watch during the crowning of the monarch ceremony, because they would be distracted. So perhaps we could do all of this during the crowning ceremony. Instead of going to them in private, we could show a display of goodwill towards the carnival by presenting this person at the main show, and using that to get close enough to them to steal the pocket watch while they're distracted.
That seems a little
I-
dangerous. Because
I will say I have some experience conning people out of their personal possessions. I would, if you guys can make a good distraction, I can potentially get close and it's either the cane. It'd probably be easier to get a pocket watch than a cane, given its size. I'll say though, if it goes south, I don't really know what to do.
there's-
I suppose I could try to explain my way out of it, but
Just
yeah,
lie.
there's so much
Guys,
Yeah.
Go
there's
ahead.
so much danger in this going south.
I mean, what are they going to do? Kick us out? We'll just come back in 8 years.
No,
that's-
these are people that made a pact with the Hourglass Coven. I mean,
Right,
I-
the Wish Witches. I forgot about them.
it's dark magic. I think there's a lot worse things that they could potentially do to us if we try to mess with one of their prized possessions other than kick us out.
Yeah.
I've been studying magic for a long time, and I don't want to try to fight these guys.
Nightmare, I don't think you're getting. I don't think you're getting that the Fae are. So I mean, yeah, you look at the carnival and say, "Oh, this is whimsical." They can be insanely dangerous.
Nightmare takes off his dark glasses, and you see the deep pits of sorrow and horror in his eyes. And he says, I don't think you understand. Like, Evie and I know better than anybody. This place curses you. But what am I trying to say? Excuse me. I need to try to
Hey, if you know
translate
better
it
than all of
into
us.
Nightmare Dark Killer. He's like, if we're going to get back at these buttheads, we should do so in the most public way possible. And even if they do have some way to get back at us, there's 6 of us and one of them, 2 of them.
Well, and their entire staff.
Yeah.
Their entire staff that they're hiding a dead brother from. Actually, Nightmare doesn't know that, but Andrew does.
I think at this point we would have.
Yeah, sure.
Nightmare.
But if you need a distraction, like KS and I can get that in the bag. I feel like we're like the Bash Brothers now from Mighty Ducks. Keaton, you were gonna say? Oh, Keaton, you were gonna say?
No, I was.
No, Fergus, you were gonna say. Excuse me, got the names mixed up.
I don't know. That sounds too risky. I think
Gotta
we should
risk it
just
for the
talk to
biscuit,
them.
baby.
Also, what happened to you here years ago?
Oh, he puts his glasses back on. So I don't want to talk about it.
All right. But I lived in the Feywild for years, so I know
Sounds
a bit
pretty
of what the
cushy,
Fey
bro.
can do. Not really. Things tried to eat me.
What weapons do you have on you?
Me?
Yeah. Or displayed at least.
I'm carrying a staff,
Hmm.
and I have like some daggers on me.
Yeah, Nightmare looks you up and down pointedly and says, yeah, I don't think you really understand what true danger is, but that's cool, whatever. The Feywild sounds cool.
I'm just gonna... Really?
Nightmare will always be the biggest victim in his own head.
The
Okay.
conversation is kind of winding down. You hear the like big steps of Burley approaching. You go, hey, you guys. So I hear you united Palasha and her fluff. So I have that right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Mr. Witch and Mr. I would like to see all of you right now.
Oh.
They,
So, Cuddles team, come with us.
There you go. So we're going with the plan where I just tried to steal that, and he points at Keaton. He dresses up as me.
Oh, is that Kettleseam talking?
Yes.
Right. KS, you don't need to do this if you don't want to.
I'm okay, I think. Just, well, if we're going with that plan, that will be better. I can help you getting the clock, I think.
See, he can help us. He can help us
But they
scam
wanna-
these dudes.
So
Nightmare.
go ahead.
They want to talk to us already, so I think we're already on a good side with them.
Well, why don't we say that we haven't found the bird yet?
I think enough people have seen us with the bird
Damn it.
that probably.
Burley, get out of here!
So, I don't think the consequences are that high for Kettle's team.
Yeah, they're not gonna
Kettle's team
put our head on a spike.
out of the carnival,
Sure.
which, let's be real, probably should be. But I do think, and I find it a little, again, my perception on them has changed quite a bit after hearing them talk. I do think we might be able to cause some sort of diversion or distraction, and I could potentially nab the pocket watch from Mr. Witch.
I think we should do this at the crowning then, at the coronation, because they're gonna be in a wagon, aren't they? That's gonna be a little bit tougher to break in and take a watch from them if they're in an enclosed space.
Home turf. That's right.
How are we gonna get close to them at coronation? We'll have to for sure win.
Yeah. And also, it's a crowd, so.
Well, it's a crowd, but we'll be on stage.
Burley goes, well, the winner is whoever brought the most joy to the carnival, and well, since they want to see you, because you guys have, well, brought some joy to the carnival.
Yeah.
Reunite Palatra and candle food, so.
And we did help the other, we did help that other couple earlier.
That, Tasha and Darren.
Well, I don't know about those, but Mr. Lightvein is the one who chooses it, and it knows who has been very helpful.
Well,
Right.
let's take this meeting, and maybe we wait to decide at the coronation.
Yeah.
Which I think it's got to be getting close to that time anyway.
Yeah, it's like probably in about an hour or so.
Yeah.
Alright.
So at this point, let's just put a pin in Kettle Steam. Maybe we can saddle Kettle Steam up with Andara so she doesn't go anywhere.
I'll hang out with Kettle Steam.
You don't have any questions for Witchlight?
He has questions for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, but none that he wants to confront them privately about. He says, no, why would I want to talk to those buttheads? I have nothing to say to them.
We'll go check on Andara. See
They
what's
got my message.
up to.
Okay.
So we're not gonna try to steal anything, right, guys? Evie's gonna say,
Not
"Look, you know,
right. Not right now. I think we'll try at the coronation.
It's like,
Okay,
let's
cool.
talk to them and figure out if they're assholes or not, and then maybe steal from them.
Okay, so you go with Kettle Steam to like Andara's place? Well,
Yeah,
where
well-
Andara is?
Sure, yeah, we'll go find Nandara. That sounds like fun. At least we'll look around and probably get distracted and cause some more mischief. What other things did Kettle Steam have to do in the book to cause mischief? Because we'll do all of those things.
Well, Kettle
No,
Steam just
it's all good. That was a joke more than anything.
okay. They're gonna say, well, the other guys kind of were mad about tackling. So,
But they don't need to know. Anyway, let's go.
okay. We'll figure out what you catch Andara in the middle of.
Sure.
When she's
Yeah,
here.
look, that's cool.
At this point, probably, I don't know, maybe on another attraction or just still having a nice chat with Palasha and
We'll find out.
with-
Andara's cat.
We'll find out next episode. I guess what they're up to. Let's see. Then so, you guys start heading towards there then. And Burley kind of escorts you, basically. Very. Yeah, you guys, at this point, there's like some people have left. Realize maybe not everyone wants to like stay until the the very end of the until the coronation and everything. Some people are kind of leaving a little bit early and starting to wind down a little bit. There's still a considerable amount of people, so just tossing rockets around, and just laughing and chatting. But yeah, they escort you and you see there's a couple of like pixies who like are like going around this guy's head, and the guy's head suddenly turns into the head of a donkey for like a few seconds, and some kids just laugh. And
Donkey head.
it's gonna be the donkey just brays. Just trying to move away, and after a few seconds they like go back to their original head. And yeah, you guys get escorted, and Burley just with their hand gestures just open the ticket there, and you guys are escorted to the main tent, and now you see Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. It was like sitting there, picking up, chatting, and they look at you and go, "Oh, nice to see you again. So you're the one who took care of that. Nice. Please come in. I'd like to meet you all. Sorry we didn't have a chance before. I'm Mr. Light, and this is my associate, Mr. Witch. For those of you who aren't acquainted with that, sorry we didn't get to meet before. I've heard that you guys have had a hand in our festival being very successful. You guys have
Yes.
heard a lot of joy. So, just wanted to meet you. Do you guys have any particular requests? We'll try our best to help.
I was here a few years ago. Actually, I've been here 2 times. One, 8 years ago, I ended up coming through no, actually 1 time. I ended up in the Feywild. Do you guys still have a portal? You guys might want to check that out.
The portal. So Mr. Witch goes, "There's no portal to the Feywild in here. May have been confused, perhaps."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was here that I ended up in the Feywild.
Oh,
And it wasn't here in Faerun that this carnival was at.
Maybe you were just a confused kid, perhaps. I don't. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it.
Like I know where I was. Like
you know where you've been. Yeah, they're lying through their teeth very openly. You know. Well, Mr. Witch just goes. The wheel of time turns ever on, and what's lost is lost, and what's gone is gone. I think we shouldn't dwell in the past. Mr. Lag, you see them somewhat nervously look at you and go, we're very sorry. There's forces are at work on the other side that Well, they are entirely beyond our control, really. Not much we could have done. Did you have a nice time in the Feywild?
Not really.
We're sorry. We really are.
How sincere do they seem? And I guess kind of along with that, they mentioned that there were other forces at play that they couldn't control. How honest does that seem?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
And while they're talking, Ferguson and the two owners, I'm going to be like, quote unquote, casing like locations where the pocket watch is being stored, like on the person, and just to get a sense when it comes time, if it does become time to steal it, I'll mentally have a plan.
Okay. Well, just to give you this one, you're not looking for the vein, but the vein is lying right next to Mr. Light, like against the wagon floor, like on the other side of them. And for rolling a perception check. Evie, you are pretty sure that they're that you're like getting a pretty good read on them. They seem to be pretty honest. Mr. Light got like sort of taken up by the when they said that they were like really sorry about the Fergus's like life. And apropos of that, they just kind of go, we're very sorry about that. If there's anything that's, well, within our power to help you with, well, ask. We'll try our best. Really don't mean for those things to happen, for you to lose time of your life on the other side.
Well, I was...
rough.
Yes, well, I was 10 when I ended up in the Feywild. And I'm 26 now. And basically, I know it wasn't in Faerun, but would you guys happen to know where you would have been that would have had a portal into the Feywild? Like,
well, we travel all around Toriel. Like, not couldn't tell you right now where we were 26 years ago, but
16, yeah.
16, sorry, years ago, but we could take a look at our records. So which, yeah, we could figure out. We could maybe let you know where it was. Maybe we could pull, if it's something we have a pool, we could track down your family. If that's something you're interested in.
Yeah.
We'll get word out to our assistant just so they can go through the books, see where we were 16 years ago. Well, we'll do what's within our reach to, well, at least help you find out what happened with your hometown and your people during this time.
Thank you.
But you know, maybe go to some nicer subjects.
Yeah, of course.
Anything we could do for you. you're in the festival. You know, we can get you food, we can get you wine, we can get you whatever you guys want. We can get you free rides if you're out of punches.
Uh,
In the meantime, I'll say that you can see the little golden chain that you assume the watch is attached to, but it gets lost like under the guy's like coat. So you're not sure in which pocket it is. But you can see the chain that you like Borley told you. You will have to like cut off so it's easier to get it off. So he doesn't notice.
Cool.
So, Mr. Witchlight, should we assume that you guys have nothing to ask of us then?
we could go with some free rides or something.
All right. Cool. And they just kind of like hand you guys, the three of you, like an extra like ticket, basically.
I do have one more question though. What should we be expecting during this coronation ceremony? It's been so long since I've been here, I can't quite remember.
Oh. Mr. Witch goes, well, we and he kind of points to this little like box around 2 feet by 2 feet, and they go, the crowns in there, crown the monarch. He points to the vein that Mr. Light carries around. Well, the vein is kind of the one who decides who's the monarch. It catches the mood swings of the carnival, and it knows who's the one who made everyone the happiest. So it tells us what's in there. And well, we start with that. There's this little very nice little bit of magic who helps us crown that. And you see the hat box, it's just like adorned with like golden like butterflies and like different things in there. And Mr. Witch goes, well, then after that we have a little parade. Some of our performers, and Mr. Light goes, we shouldn't spoil the surprise if you guys haven't seen it. You don't remember. Really, really special, to be honest. No, it's nothing bad. We just, we crown. We give a special prize to the monarch. We're not going to, well, say what it is, in case you guys are in the run. Not sure, but looks good, really, from what we've heard and all the gossip around. So I mean, if you have any particular question, we can answer that. We don't want to spoil the surprise. It's really something.
No, that's fine. I'm sure we'll find out. I think we all plan on sticking around for it.
All right. Well, and now you see Mr. Witch kind of reaches, like opens their coat, and you see they've got like 3 inside pockets, and they keep the like the chain goes to the lowest one. And they like pull out the watch. They like click on it, and you see there's like a little bit of light that just comes out of it. And share this with you. I think I haven't shared it on the chat. Probably. And he's kind of nods to light and goes, well, we've really got to get ready for the coronation. And Mr. Light just goes, where'd you guys go? What's your favorite animal in the whole wide world? And he looks at the 4 of you.
Favorite animal?
Yes. Just a little something since you guys have brought out the carnival to a whole new level of joy.
I'll let my friends go first while I frantically think.
Sure.
While you guys think, if Nightmare was there, he would say undead dragon, or like Draco Lich, or like zombie Tarrasque. Actually, yes, zombie Tarrasque is his favorite animal.
I was about to answer Tarrasque, but I was like,
Sorry, my bad.
No, that's off brand for my character.
On brand for mine.
My favorite animal is the flumph.
I think
Yeah.
it's probably peacock, maybe.
That's
I'll bring up
appropriate.
what the flumph is so you guys can know.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not familiar. Yeah, I'm guessing
It's a D&D monster.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I was like, I am not familiar with that animal in real life. Yeah, it like monsters, D&D monsters are game. I was just very confused.
I'll put it into character art or
Thank you very much.
So Evie hasn't said a word since they entered. She kind of perked up when she was trying to determine if the 2 of them were lying earlier, but she's mostly just kind of had her like head down towards the ground, and she hasn't said anything. But when they ask the group what their favorite animal is, she'll just say, "Sloths are cool."
you guys see what a flumph is?
A flump is
The weirdest thing.
really something.
Wow.
Looks like a mud crab, but with like tentacle hands.
Yeah.
It's like a weird jellyfish thing. I think it's like in the Underdark or something.
My God. Okay. So Keaton, do you have in mind? Well, you know, I'm gonna give you
Oh
a
yeah.
few more moments to decide if you want.
No, I had mentioned peacock earlier. It probably got past.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So as Mr. Light opens, like swings the door open, you see Thackle here, just like chilling around the campfire, and Light just goes, Thackle, a peacock, plum. We haven't had one of those in quite a few years. And a sloth to go, please. And Light just kind of looks at you guys and goes, it's a clan of few words, but it's got many talents. And you see like pulls out like some like those long balloons that they make like animals out of, and he just start like go like filling them in, and he's like very very dexterous and very quick with their hands, and he just like you get the peacock, and it's got like different balloons for the different like colors on their tail. It's like fairly sizable. And he just like ties a ribbon to it and just kind of hands it to you, and it floats, almost as if it was like had like helium inside it. And then it kind of goes with the sloth, kind of picks a match, nondescript gray color palette, and that one takes a little bit less time, and but like it's like very detailed with like the long like nails, I guess they have, and you see they are like they're like grabbing this like brown balloon that looks like a like the branch of a tree, and they're like holding on to it, just looking around, and like tie the ribbon around and like, give it to you.
Very cute.
And and for Fergus it takes all right with the tentacles, right? And it just like starts name a few of those, and like the eyes like above it, they just like move around a little bit, they sort of like shake, and they tie it around, and again they float as if they were filled with helium, but you assume it may be some sort of magic. Goes. Well, hope to see you guys on the coronation, and may the nicest of you win. And
I can't believe my character's gonna win this competition. I wasn't ready.
So you guys get led out of there. So Burley just kind of gives this like knowing nod at you guys, sort of like knowing look that they know you guys came to an agreement that you will do something. So yes, just like you get around here. So as you get out of the staff area, is there anything you would like to do?
Just a quick clarification. Did we all get like essentially one more punch on a card, or whole new cards with 8 punches?
A whole new card with 8 punches.
Whoa!
Cool. Okay.
Oh, could we have asked for like 8 prizes instead?
I mean,
Oh well.
who knows?
Next time we got to do something else nice. Actually, maybe if Nightmare and KS do cause more of a ruckus, you guys can clean it up and be better people. You're welcome.
Let's see, just to round out the session, Fergus and Evie, anything you want to do. We'll get to if you cause some ruckus or no, depending on like Indara's thing. If you meet with Indara, just to left her out. For the whole
I like the
session.
idea that when she rejoins us, we'll be causing a ruckus. So you can bring me in then. You don't need,
maybe she'll want to participate. Yeah,
maybe that sounds fun.
Hopefully. So anything you guys want to do, or do you just like go to meet the rest of the group? We'll try and find the rest of the group.
Just kind of like, once we're a little ways out of the staff area, And well out of earshot, Evie's just going to turn to Keaton and Fergus and say, "These guys really creep me out. They make me feel like I'm a kid again. Like not in a good way."
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. Like, I mean, you heard them mention that there's forces out of their control on the other side. And you can tell, they obviously know there's a portal here.
I kind of thought of this while we were in there, but I don't know, I just didn't really want to speak up. But earlier tonight, didn't some of us fly through at least something that seemed like a portal near that mine ride? Just kind of vaguely point.
Yeah. But
I mean,
I know the Feywild, like, that, it felt like an illusion.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't go in. I wasn't sure if there was any connection.
Yeah, I didn't really stay in there the whole time because, I was on a dragonfly.
Well, Keaton, I noticed you looking around. See anything good?
Just trying to sense what, did a little bit of preparation for deciding to take that watch. Kind of found out where he keeps it. Just it's a matter of execution at this point.
And I mean, just so I'm clear, we just hope to gain answers by we just want to use this as leverage to make them talk. I mean, what is our goal?
We need to get information on what is going on so we can find Prismere, stop this hourglass coven, or at least so I can stop this hourglass coven. Don't know if anyone else of you guys want to go into the Feywild with me.
Stop 3 mythical hags? I don't know if we've crossed that bridge yet.
Well, I owe Bilna, so she helped me get out of the Feywild in the first place, so.
I don't know. I mean, they did seem sincere when they apologized. Maybe instead of trying to force them into working with us, we could just, make them like us and get them to talk. And maybe we can convince them that we could help them. I don't know. Maybe they're unwilling. Keaton, I mean, did you get the impression that they were like unwilling participants in this pact? Were you able to deduce that at all? Or, I mean...
It's not something I spend very much energy pondering. I mean, could very well be. I don't know. I mean, this is completely out of my field, so I'm not sure.
Cam, could I call for a little clarification? My interpretation of what Burley said earlier was that the pocket watch would give at least him the information he was looking for. It seemed to me that if we have the watch and the stuff, we don't need men. We just need the items. So
no,
okay.
What they've been saying, both Burley and Kettle's team, is that their Witch and Light are like closed and not really willing to give answers. Like they've tried and tried. So what their plan is maybe if you get either the Bane or the Watch,
we can coerce them into getting answers. Right, yeah, okay, then absolutely there are other ways to do that, yeah. Oh, thank you.
No worries. Sorry, it wasn't clear.
No, you said it clearly, I just misinterpreted it.
No worries. So, are you guys going anywhere? You wanna keep on planning.
Yeah. We need to get Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I don't have anything specific in mind.
All right, no worries. We'll say you guys will meet Kettlesteam and Nightmare at the beginning of the next session, and
Yeah.
potentially Andara
as well, yeah.
if you have to, just so you can make decisions as a group, so everyone can pitch in there.
Absolutely.
So I think that is going to conclude tonight's episode. Sorry, it was a little bit short, but I really don't want the coronation and everything to unfold without Andara present. So
Absolutely. We want everyone involved. Yeah. No hard feelings at all.
exactly, yeah.
That was awesome. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
We went from wrestling goblins to Pixie Kingdom, and then these guys. Like, we did so much this episode, even with a player down.
I mean, with Andara would have been like a lot more things. Yeah, which
Wild.
hopefully we'll get to the next session. Yeah, I think there's like so much opportunity, so many like weird things can happen like from one minute to the other. Really, just the whole thing changes real fast, I guess.
Do you guys feel like we've done enough nice things for at least one of us to be crowned the monarch, or do you think we need to do a few more side quests before the main show?
No, I mean, I think it's a good sign that we were just asked back to their camp.
Heck yeah.
This is a total side note, but I don't think Nightmare realizes this, but I'm wondering if Nightmare, who he has a bigger crush on, Eevee or Kettlesteam. Because it definitely seems like he has a crush on Kettlesteam and just doesn't really realize it.
Yeah, but maybe I personally, as a human being, believe that attraction is very broad, is a very broad spectrum. So he definitely is attracted to Kettlesteam, but I think it's more of in a I get you, you get me kind of way. Not quite crush feelings like he does for Eevee. But yeah, it does see a lot of nice things in Kettlesteam that he feels like they have in common. I love Keaton's pattern on the floor. It reminded me of one of Zach Braff's movies where he has a t-shirt that's like the same pattern as a wallpaper behind him, and he's kind of standing in front of it. Go on and say that's it, thank you.
Yeah, I'd say that's a inspiration for the thing.
I didn't even win that mini game.
Hey,
Yeah, you did.
it was no one's fault but your own.
Yeah, but there's two things right now. So you already have one.
Heck yeah. All right,
Okay,
well,
guys,
yeah, I was gonna say I don't have much time left, but I want to go walk my dog before it rains.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Don't forget to vote for who gets inspiration.
Of course.
There's a tie, I'll vote. Hopefully they're losing because
Actually, I was thinking during the week, I would really encourage the idea of us being able to vote multiple times, and then it's just whoever gets the most votes. It's essentially the same system, but I get to praise more people. That feels good for me.
mean, I feel like that. I mean, because everyone goes like, I mean, everyone in like RP is nice, so like I will go for everyone. So in the end, it would be like a 5-way tie all the time. We could give it a spin if you want. When Andara comes back next week, I'll text you guys before.
It's just really hard for me to decide who did the coolest thing because everyone does cool shit.
I know, but you know, for this occasion, since Fergus and Nightmare already, well, you can't vote for yourself either. But
sure.
Fergus already has inspiration, so that time because they can get twice inspiration with having spent. Yeah, we'll give it a spin for next week. I'll make a note here. So you guys can vote.
Just a thought.
Different.
Yeah, no pressure. All right, dudes. You guys have a great one.
Alright. Yeah.
You too. Good
Good
session,
night,
everyone.
guys.
Take care.
That was real fun, guys. See you guys next.